Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. All right, let's go out of here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jeff Hansen here with Tbye and the best you ever. We're just walking around. I know usually the show is I'm in a set place, but today's show we're out front. The weather's beautiful and things like that. Some of my neighbors over here, and this is the yard, the front yard. But anyway, what we're talking about today is we're talking about there is levels to this. Now, when I say there's levels, what I'm talking about is the different levels, the different things you go through and you grow through to get to the place where you want to be. Because the lifestyle that you want right now, you're not able, well, let me put it like this. I had to learn things and become a type of person that can live the lifestyle that I wanted to live. So when I say that there's levels, I'm talking about, like, for instance, there was a level of where I had to stop trying to. Only way I can describe it, I'm old school. I can describe it as being getting over. Like, I wouldn't do things according to the like, for instance, I wouldn't pay my bills on time. That was just something I had learned to do. Wait till the bill is due, then I pay it. Well, think about it from this extent. If I'm gonna have $1 million home and I feel that way, I'm really gonna hurt myself down the road. You see? So you have to, like, it's different things you learn along the way. Remember, it's never the destination. It's always the process that you go through. Jim Rome said this. He said that if you ever get $1 million, you better hurry up and become a millionaire, because that's the only way you keep the money. See, and it's 100% true. It's like trying to be, it's like being given a car. Yeah, you could be given a car, but what if you never got your license? Well, you're going to wreck the car. You're not going to appreciate it. You're going to use it for stuff it's not meant for. And you're going to ruin what you just got. People say, well, car's a blessing. Well, that's according. Is the person ready to drive the car? Is he ready to do the right thing by the car? To get the oil change every 5,000 miles and things like that. There's levels. There's levels to become anything you want to become, anything you want to do, anything you strive to become. There's levels to it. Now, I'm going to interview a couple of people that were sitting on the step to see, talk to them about levels. Like, there's levels to this. Because there's levels to whatever whatever you're trying to be, whatever you're trying to do, there's levels to it. Before you have a house, if you're not taking care of your apartment, and before you have an apartment, if you ain't taking care of your room, and before you have a room on your own that you're paying rent for, if you're in your mom's house, are you taking care of your room in your mom's house that you're not paying rent for? There's levels. And if you don't walk in those levels, what happens is that you're going to end up wasting the things that you have and losing them just because you're not ready. See, I'm not of the thought process that God gives you stuff that you're not ready for. I think sometimes you get stuff, and when you get it out of time, trust me, God didn't give that to you. God didn't give that to you, and it's not necessarily going to be a blessing for you. Because do you know that a broke mindset in a person, if you give them money, they can hurt themselves. One of the dangerous people you'll ever meet is a broke man with money. Because he'll use the money not in a good way because he didn't earn it. He didn't go through the process. When I say levels, basically I'm talking about the process. The process of becoming better. The process of becoming more responsible. The process of becoming more accountable to who you are, to the things you're going to have, to the places you're going to go, to the people you're going to meet. Because it's never going to work to your advantage if you don't go through the process to win. There's a process to winning. There's a process to making money. There's a process to working out. I had a guy tell me one time, he says to me, he says, yo, I want a six pack. And I looked at him. I said, you can get a six pack. He said, man, if I had a six pack, I'd be on a beach every day. And I had to honestly look at him and say, and that's why you don't have a six pack. You don't have a six pack because of the fact that if you had a six pack, you'll still be trying to eat Dunkin' Donuts. You'll still be trying to not work out like you should. You'll still be trying to do stuff that is not gonna be helpful in your mindset, and then you're gonna lose the six pack. So there's levels to this. Don't avoid the process. Embrace the process. Embrace the change you're gonna have to go through. Embrace the pressure, the difference in pressure that you're gonna have upon you. That's gonna force you to grow. It's gonna force you to become. It's gonna force you to evolve.
Okay, y'all watch it.
And the more evolved you become, the more you're gonna be able to deal with it. Okay. I'm a, let me bring this young lady because
You gotta see what I look like.
look, she's fixing herself up. All right.
Don't
So,
need to do that.
so all right. Tell me who you are.
Oh my God, no, I'm not liking who I am right now. But I am Lahoma James. How are you? You can find me on Endangered Talk. Okay. I have a sex relationship podcast. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what are you gonna ask me?
All right. So there's levels to this, right? Do you think there's levels to this?
There's levels to everything in life.
Okay. What levels you have to go through to go have your podcast, right?
Yeah.
What levels you have to go through?
Oh my God, now you done got me out here talking.
Go ahead.
What levels? So,
when you first started, what levels you had to go through to get to the, what was the process?
Well, it's like planning. You plan and execution. So I plan, executed. I got a partner, so we could have two different, a male and female outlook, thoughts on things.
Kind of like the Kevin Samuels thing that he did?
No,
not like that?
Do not compare me to Kevin Samuels.
Okay. So you're not a
peace,
fan,
sir.
So you're not a fan.
No, I wasn't a fan, not at all.
Okay.
No, because he flip flopped.
Okay, I don't. Okay, well,
that's something.
This is not
different levels.
This is not on
different levels.
Kevin Samuels.
See, different levels to this shit.
Right. Okay. So you got a different perspective than my perspective. See, my perspective was like levels is kind of like a process. Like the process you go through, like Jim Rome said. He said that if you get $1 million, you better hurry up and become a millionaire. That's the only way you keep the money.
Yeah, because $1 million go by real quick, real easy.
Yeah, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Because when you don't, see, my whole thing is, I say it's levels to this because people don't realize it is the process that's the value. The value is not in what you get. The value is in what you become.
No, that's true.
A lot of people looking at it, well, I want to get this and I want to make this money. No. The value is in who you become. Because when you become a millionaire, any millionaire tell you, the hardest part to becoming who they are is their first million. Once they make their first million, you could take that million and they'll make $1 million again much easier.
That's when you know how to make it.
100%.
Yeah.
When and then you're a different type of person. Exactly. You're more responsible. You're more accountable. You know what to say, what not to say, who to say this to, and all of those kind of things because you've been there. And then there's a certain confidence you get too. I did it one time.
You can do it again. But any millionaire would definitely tell you that they can. You can take all the money. What is it? It's the 5 percentile. They tell you can take all of their money and give it to the other 95%.
Divide it evenly.
And give it to them and say, go do what you want to do.
5 to 10 years later,
they would have lose their money and they get theirs back and then some because they know how to make the money.
That's a very, very, very good point. Yes. Because they say 2% owns 98% of the wealth. And it's 100% true. It's because of their practices. It's because of who they are. And actually, it gets to the point where you don't even have to be smart, because if you're raised in a environment that's very responsible and business oriented, things like that, you're going to adopt certain things just because you've seen it done. That's one of the most insidious things about the ghetto, because when you don't see it, it's very hard to be it.
Okay, preach. I'm going to go check on the puppy.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. So she gave, but what she said was 100% true. It's about understanding like the things you got to go through and the things you have to deal with. Who you become is so much more important than what you get, because there are levels to this. This is Jeff Hansen, aka the Silver Fox. Now, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, all you got to do is just put it in the comments. I read all the comments personally. I will answer them personally. Okay. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here with me, aka the Silver Fox, with Tbye. This is where we give you tips and strategies, tips and strategies on becoming the best you've ever been. Because the best you've ever been will create your best life ever. The best you ever will create your best life ever. God bless you and may heaven smile upon you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy.